has been substantially completed with asphalt pavement works and is ready to be dedicated. I would like to give special recognition to Mr. Anthony P. Tukwa, the lead project manager of the LA Project Implementation Unit, Mr. Rob Norman, resident engineer of NACO, Netherlands Airport Consultants, our design and site supervision consultants, Mr. Zhu Chao from Sino Corporation, and finally, to recognize the Deputy General Manager for Technical Services, Mrs. Paula Farris Harvey, for tireless efforts and coordination with our stakeholders. So without further ado, those are my introductory remarks. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Managing Director. At this time, we'll go into remarks. First, we will have from the Saudi Fund for Development, on behalf of the funders, Mr. Ibrahim Al-Sugar.
Madam President of the Republic of Liberia, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and allow me in the beginning to take this opportunity on behalf of the Saudi Fund for Development and behalf of the Arab Bank for Economic Development in Africa, BADIA, to express our deep appreciation and gratitude of the good reception and generous hospitality that have been extended to us since we have arrived to Liberia. I also avail myself of this opportunity to convey to the friendly people and government of the Republic of Liberia the warm greeting and best wishes of the government and people of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It's my pleasure to express the satisfaction and delight on the cordial relation that exists between our two countries. Your Excellencies, it gives me a great pleasure to join you today in this happy occasion of inauguration ceremony for the project of Roberts International Airport runway and phase 2 of the RIA terminal, which are dedicated for the rehabilitation and upgrading and expansion of the Roberts International Airport in order to strengthen the country's infrastructure and providing safe airlines, reducing the cost of air transportation and to attract more tourists to Liberia, and raising living standard of the population within the framework of the government development programs. This brings the total SFD loan used to finance development project in Republic of Liberia equivalent to a $60 million that has been allocated to finance the port development project, which confirmed the continued support of the Saudi Fund for Development to assist the effort to friendly people and government of the Republic of Liberia in their development. Your Excellency, we commend the government that, of the Republic of Liberia for its effort aiming to prosperity of the people of Liberia, and the project that we have launched today will enhance the ability of the Republic of Liberia to achieve this effort. Your Excellency, I am sure that this fatal project, together with the other development project carried out by our more soft loan to support the development in Republic of Liberia and include various area of development. Thank you very much.
I'd like to take the opportunities of this ceremony to express the sense of appreciation to all the leadership and the distinguished guests who care about the support and assist the Sinohydro. The airport runway undertaken by the Sinohydro has been proceeded smoothly under the support and assistance of Your Excellency, Mr. Ambassador, and the leadership and the teams. Sinohydro will continue to take the opportunities. Our company's technical and the management advantages, work with the Liberia peoples, devoted to the Liberia's economic development and the nation friendship with China and the Netherlands. Lastly, thanks again to the Madam President, Mr. Ambassador, the leadership of and your support for the Sinohydro. Thanks very much.
Time, I have the honor to invite Her Excellency Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, President of the Republic of Liberia, who will perform the dedication and cutting of ribbon to runway 0422. Your Excellency, Madam President. Everybody gets to here.
Good morning to all. Please sit down, those who can. Let me say a big welcome to our partners who have come. A special one to you, my friend Ibrahim, a longtime friend, and to the Saudi, Badia, and the contractor, all of you who have completed this runway, and to our own officials who had to persevere, go through all the processes of meeting the procurement requirement and all of that. We all remember just that about 2 years ago, takeoff, and particularly when landing on this runway, how embarrassed we were when the planes were going up and down in bridges, in holes and whatnot, and we knew that we were going to lose a lot of the support we got from airlines if we didn't get it fixed. And so a big thank you to the partners that have come and worked with us to get the runway done. I know the Minister of Public Works is there, and I know what he went through up and down with the negotiating process to have led us today. We have a runway that I believe compares with runways throughout Africa. I know that they were told that our runway is long enough to accommodate even the largest of the aircraft. And with the paving, I hope that we'll now be able to attract back some of the major airlines that used to serve Liberia in days past. And to the management team, all they have done to ensure that this runway was completed. So let me dedicate this, first of all, with a prayer to God, who has been able to get us all to be alive to see this happen, and to Liberian people who are dedicated to their service, as they are the ones who enable all of us to be able to be where we are, to be in the positions we have been in, to be able to achieve this. So with that, we'll say this runway now for Liberia service, the safety of all of those who will be using it. Hey, Ambassador, I know this is not your project, but join me. So I know how.
this time, I'd like to welcome Mrs. Paula Ferez-Harvey, Deputy General Manager for Technical Services, Liberia Airport Authority, to introduce the ceremony.
Marking the dedication and tour of the brand new passenger terminal. We are delighted to have you participate and share in this program here at the Roberts International Airport's Unification City, Lower Margibi County, Republic of Liberia. Your continuous support and presence bear a testament of your faith and trust in the work that we continue to do as we strive to improve the airport sector in Liberia. In all major construction, there are three main stages of completion which require acknowledgement. The groundbreaking, to indicate finalization of agreement paperwork and commencement of actual works. The dedication or roof capping, which also indicates that all major construction aspects have been successfully completed. And the final opening, which indicates that all finishing and testing works have completed. Today's program will mark the completion of all major construction aspects of the works, and hence the dedication and walkthrough. There will be a short history of the project, remarks by some distinguished guests and Madam President, as well as performances. Thank you for coming to share these achievements with us. Ladies and gentlemen, the program.
Because it is pretty dramatic. The requirements, I think those people from LLA and the PDU will remember. The requirements of the project is very, very demanding. Firstly, everything should be done in parallel with the normal operation of the airport. That means no shutdown during the construction, paving of the runway. This is one difficult, very difficult job. And then secondly, the very pressing deadline because of the ECOWAS summit, firstly planned at the end of the May, and they are required to finish the basic first layer work before mid-May. Because of the typhoon, the climate reason, the mobilization is postponed. So they have started their job at early March to mid-May. Only 2.5 months left for the project. This, in normal terms, this is a mission impossible. But, I believe that these days in the world, only the Chinese companies have the guts to take up such a kind of tough job. And they made it. They made it. It is not so easy to make it. And in the whole process, I was deeply involved in it. It is my first time in my whole life. So technical, in a very technical way, nerve-wracking process to me. They have to change their plan, their working method, because normally if you shut down all the airport, it's the runway will be paved in a way like building a road. But when you are working at the same time with the normal operation of the airport, you should change their working method. It takes some of the negotiations. I was for the first time to know something about the road and the runway engineering. After that, if I'm not a half professional, I think at least a half amateur for it. The thing is like in the morning, I talked with the Sino-Hydro people. They not briefing me, they just teaching me a lesson, let me know about all the technical things about their plan in Chinese. Then in the afternoon, I will talk to the PDU and the LLA people, technical people, in my broken English, about all these technical things. Oh my God. Sometimes my English failed me. I use a pen to draw a picture. So, although it's a hard-working process, I enjoy it. I learn a lot from it, especially the runway engineering. So, anyway, we have got all the parties involved support. The government of Liberia, that is the owner side, and the supervising side, because they will sign the amendment plan for this. So all this takes time because we have only 2.5 months for the runway. So the outcome, everybody knows it. So this time, Sino-Hydro played a hit-and-run game with both airlines, flies, and the rain. And they finally beat the schedule and accomplished the mission impossible ahead of the deadline with their professional wisdom and hard-working spirit. The renewed runway assured the safe operation of the airport and guaranteed the smooth proceeding of the ECOWAS summit meeting. This project is not only a development support, but also a strong political support from China to the diplomacy of Liberia. This is also Chinese characteristic. All these projects have laid a big milestone marking the friendship and the cooperative relationship between China and Liberia. My big thumb up goes to China Harbor, Sino-Hydro, JPC, and the JC. Our people have actually showcased how we call it, things can be done with Chinese characteristics. I would like to thank the Liberian government, including the Ministry of State, Ministry of Public Works, PDU, Liberia Airport Authority, the supervisor side, and all the friends for all the support they have rendered to these projects. With the new ministerial complex and annexes of legislature building, Liberia government can provide better service to the people. With the renewed runway and forthcoming brand new passenger terminal, Liberia Airport Authority will have improved capacity to facilitate the flow of passengers and goods. I believe this can help ushering more airlines and inject dynamics to the economic recovery of Liberia. China will always be a sincere friend, partner, and a brother of Liberia, as well as Africa. Thank you.
I have to receive a token from the airport authority, some Liberian dollars, to bring the white flag down. Thank you. The inception of this project is an innovation of the leadership of the President of the Republic of Liberia. Without her leadership, what you see here would not be here today. A visit to China with His Excellency, the President of the Republic, the People's Republic of China, led to a wonderful terminal building, as we can see here today. I will not speak long, but I will like to take this opportunity to recognize some of the people who play a major role in this project. And some of them, their faces have never been seen before. And I want to start with the former managing director, Madam Rose Stryker, the former chairman of the board, His Musa Ability, and I would like to go to those of you who play a major role behind the scene. Ambassador Thomas, I know you are here, please stand. We'll ask you to stand if we have to embarrass you a little bit. Thank you, Ambassador Thomas, for doing all the good work and all of the footwork in China. Minister Connor is in here, former Minister Colley is in here, but I see the Finance Minister. I think I saw him earlier. Will you please stand? We are deputies who have played a major role. You don't know the role they play in the background. Thank you. I should have called the Minister of Foreign Affairs first. Madam Minister, the role the ministry played in getting us where we are, the Minister of Justice with his able staff to get the contract through. The PDU, I don't know if the Minister of State without portfolio is here. Please stand, we want to see you. Let the workers see you because they need to know you. The Minister of State, I've already mentioned that. And I want to go now to those who have collaborated on this project. The SM Bank of China. Are they here? We want to recognize the efforts, the work in making sure that the financial side of this project was realized. We also want to extend our thanks and appreciation to China Harbor, the workers, the staff, especially those of you, the small workers who were basically putting the mortar together, hauling the rocks, hauling the sand, using the shovels, security apparatus, security forces that are here to ensure that the safety of this premises and the material was secured. We want to say thank you to all of the workers, Liberian workers that work along with China Harbor. We also want to, on behalf of the board, Mr. Managing Director and your deputies, please stand wherever you are. All the deputies. On behalf of the board, we want to extend our thanks and appreciation and congratulations to you thus far for getting this project where they are. We want to also extend our thanks and appreciation to WFP. Where are they? Where are the consultants? Well, we can't see them, but they are here. We want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There's a special team that I also want to say thank you to. Where's Mr. Anthony Tukba? Where are you? Stand up, let people see you. Mr. Tukba is the man that we recruited. I understand he decided to move to Liberia, Madam President, so we have to readjust his contract. Mr. Tukba is our engineer, project management engineer on all of the projects at the airport. So we want to say thank you and your staff for the work well done. On my behalf and the members of the board of directors, we want to say to you, Madam President, thank you and congratulations for giving us a new terminal building, a new runway, a new office space, a new hotel, and I will not speak politics today. So let me just stop there, Madam President. It's going to enhance the aviation sector of our country as the gateway to our nation. We now can be proud of an entry point that we all will be happy for at the end of the completion of this project. We also want to say that those who are in the tourism industry, you need to start now to plan and work to develop said industry. We know that with a terminal building, a new runway, that our country can grow and the economy of our country will expand. Madam President, as I was speaking, I think I recognized one person in the crowd who I know is especially happy for this project, and that is your revenue woman. I know she knows that there will be more money for her to collect. We want to say thank you to all of you for coming, and we ask your blessings on this project, on our entity, and we ask for prayers for the leadership of our country and the leadership of our corporation. May God bless all of us as we endeavor to have a peaceful Christmas and a peaceful completion to our elections. God bless you. Thank you.
The Liberia Airport Authority today celebrates this historic roof capping of the Roberts International Airport Terminal Upgrade and Expansion Project, which has been ongoing since Her Excellency broke grounds on November 21st, 2016. We can certainly count it all as a big success as we've crossed the one-year mark into this phase of the construction. From the onset of this project, we promised to deliver the building from pile foundation up to the superstructure before the end of 2017. Your Excellency, I'm pleased to announce that the Roberts International Airport new passenger terminal's entire building shell, which includes the foundation and superstructure, curtain wall system, glass and aluminum panels, and roofing system, is ready for the roof capping today. This historic roof capping begins the process leading to the formal opening and operations of the Roberts International Airport's new passenger terminal by the middle of 2018, and will significantly boost the chances of regaining our pre-war status as a regional hub in West Africa and a destination of choice for travelers. I want to give special recognition and thanks to the China Harbor Engineering Company for their tremendous work, time, and effort in bringing our terminal to the project thus far. We are deeply appreciative of their level of organization and execution of this project. Thanks also to our able consultants, WSP, for their expertise and guidance during the design review process, as well as their current site supervision to ensure a quality outcome. We would also like to thank the Export-Import Bank of China, Exim Bank, for the level of trust and confidence in our government and the people and the Liberia Airport Authority, which has led to the successful conclusion and signing of the loan agreement to fund this all-important national project. In addition to the people I just mentioned, we'd like to thank our LAA Project Implementation Unit, headed by Mr. Anthony P. Tukwa II, our Deputy General Manager for Technical Services, Mrs. Paula Farris Harvey, our engineering consultant, WSP, represented in country by Mr. Rian Swanpo for site supervision, and for China Harbor Project Manager on site, Mr. Zhen Yu. We also wanted to note and recognize 4 young talented graduates of William V.S. Tufman University in Maryland County who are currently serving as field engineers on both the terminal and runway projects. There they are. Madam President, we're also pleased to inform you that since our incumbency at the helm of Liberia Airport Authority nearly 2 years ago, we have endeavored to carry out major transformation to our aviation industry by first prioritizing the development and modernization of our only international gateway, Roberts International Airport, thereby making it a destination of choice in our sub-region and in the world. Our only international airport sustained extensive destruction to its key facilities and amenities during our 15-year conflict. We have therefore undertaken to transform and convert the damaged pre-war terminal to the new head office complex for the Liberia Airport Authority, and this project commenced on September 1st of this year and is expected to also be completed by the middle of 2018 to complement the new terminal. In March of 2017, the government of Liberia through the LAA also signed a 25-year concession agreement with the Liberian firm, which is expected to see the construction of a modern cargo terminal to visibly improve the handling and storage of air cargo at RIA. For the first time in more than 30 years, major international air carriers are now lifting in-flight catering through our facility, which is recently refurbished with a new state-of-the-art facility called New Rest. This was one of the conditions for the return of KLM Royal Dutch Airlines. New Rest previously catered for British Airways and was concluding with Air France prior to the outbreak of Ebola. And the old Robertsfield Hotel, which was demolished due to its wanton destruction during the Civil War, has been transformed into the new 5-star Farmington Hotel, which is across the street, and where we'll be hosting you for lunch after a year. And now it's a beaming light into the emerging airport city, serving as a destination of choice and comfort, and also providing the space for international and local conferences, seminars, and summits. Madam President, we cannot thank you enough for your immense support provided to the Liberia Airport Authority, and this support has brought us thus far. I also wanted to thank all the previous managing directors and general managers of Roberts International Airport for paving the way that we have continued to blaze today. We're ever committed to press forward with these landmark achievements and to ensure that the agenda for transformation set up by Your Excellency's administration for this sector is fully attained. Thank you very much.
At this time, we call on the Chinese UN police troop to perform.
Head of the Africa Bureau within the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of China. And he also made a big push, a big pitch to get Exim Bank, China, to agree to come and do the analysis to ensure that we were in the position to take the credit and to be able to service the credit over time, thereby meeting the terms and conditions. Today, with the help of all of those, and let me mention Public Works, all of them have already been mentioned, but these are the people who really took hours and hours and hours, meeting the condition, looking at all the fine lines, Justice, the managing director and all his people. It could not happen if everyone involved did not take the time, have the commitment and the perseverance to meet those conditions. There are so many times when we start with things and then we don't finish them because we don't have the strong willpower to be able to stay the course, to be able to do what is required to meet those conditions for moving forward. In this, the structure is completed, that the Liberian people will be proud of what all of you who contributed to it have made possible. As we go to cut the ribbon, let us hope that all those who spew hate, all those who spew false information and fake news will be blessed by the spirit of Christmas. And will turn over a new leaf, realizing that those things only undermine the potential of your country. If we want to have a country that moves forward, development that accelerates results from partners, they need to feel good. They need to know that Liberians themselves have pride in themselves, that Liberians are going to contribute to themselves, and that Liberians will recognize what has happened, the progress that has been made, which is going to be that which determines the future. Thank you.
So, Mr. President, the protocol, provided you come, the ambassador, Mr. Yi, Mr. Yao, Mr. Chen. And then from Liberia side, we have the chairman of the board, the managing director of LA, and the Minister of Finance, Honorable Kamahar. They will help assist the president in cutting the ribbon. After that, so come in.